Thanks, Jody. Good morning, everyone. 2 men are recovering in hospital at this hour after being shot in New Westminster overnight. It's believed the men were injured after being shot outside an apartment building on Royal Avenue near Queen's Park just after 12:30 this morning. A third man drove the injured pair to the nearest police station in New Westminster. They're being treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Police are investigating what appears to be an overnight assault in Surrey. This was the scene at 98th Avenue at 149A Street last night. There are reports a man was found unconscious with serious head injuries. A suspect has been arrested, but there's no word yet on any potential charges. Vancouver firefighters are mopping up after being given a difficult task on the downtown east side last night. The Washington Hotel at Hastings and Main went up in flames after 8 o'clock, with the blaze quickly escalating to a 3-alarm fire. The empty building is under renovation, so it doesn't have a working smoke alarm. The flames were caught between the walls on the top floor. With the tarp and scaffolding covering the building, firefighters had their work cut out for them. The Washington is managed by the Portland Hotel Society. It's currently under scrutiny for its spending practices. Also, a very dangerous operation for Surrey firefighters yesterday afternoon. They were battling a 2-alarm blaze at a house on 96th Avenue when the second floor collapsed. The firefighters took a defensive position to bring it under control. The house was left gutted. One woman was treated at the scene but was not seriously injured. The cause of this fire is under investigation. A number of buses are readjusting their routes in and out of downtown Vancouver after a problem with the Burrard Bridge. Greg Harper is live in Kitsilano. He joins us with the details this morning. Greg.
Good morning, Kyle. Yeah, here at the south end of the Burrard Bridge here this morning. As you can see behind me, construction continues as improvements are made to the 81-year-old span. Right now, there are 3 lanes that are open to vehicle traffic, but you won't see any buses traveling across the Burrard Bridge until further notice. According to TransLink, over the past 2 days, there's been a number of blown tires on buses traveling across the bridge. The problem is with some of the steel plates that are on the bridge right now, with vehicles traveling over them. Some anchor rods have begun to pop up. The city and TransLink are working on a solution to this. In the meantime, though, there are 3 public transit routes that have changed. The 44, the 22, and the 2 buses have been rerouted to the Granville Street Bridge. This until further notice. So you can expect some delays there for sure. Construction isn't expected to be done here on the bridge until sometime in July. Kyle?
Greg Harper reporting live for us this morning in Kitsilano. Greg, thanks for that. Questions are being raised about just how unsafe it is to be a bus driver in Metro Vancouver. This after a driver was punched in the face on Wednesday night and was taken to hospital with injuries. Transit police say the number of assaults on drivers is on par with previous years. Those range from being spit on to outright attacks. So far this year, there have been 33 assaults. Transit police say with only 167 officers to police activity on 1,400 buses, there's only so much they can do.
We ask the public to let us know what's going on the buses. We have a new text code, 877777. When you're on the bus and you see anything that makes you uncomfortable, anybody that seems to be a problem, by all means, text us and give us the information. Tell us where you are, tell us what's going on.
Crews are refocusing their attention on a new area of the Indian Ocean in the ongoing search for a missing passenger jet. For much of this week, planes and ships have been scouring the southern Indian Ocean, 2,500 kilometers southwest of Perth, Australia. This morning, they were ordered to head 1,100 kilometers to the northeast. Officials say it's because of new data that suggests the plane did not fly as far as first thought. Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 disappeared almost 3 weeks ago with 239 people on board. It has been nearly a week since Saturday's devastating landslide in Washington state, but searchers and families of those still missing are holding out hope that more people will be found alive. Authorities are expected to announce today that 17 bodies have been recovered from the mudslide that took place 90 kilometers northeast of Seattle, and at least 9 more bodies have been located but have not yet been retrieved. 90 people are now listed as missing, and while the chance of finding survivors is slim, officials insist it's still a search and rescue mission and not yet a recovery operation.
We're not going to run big, huge, heavy equipment over areas where we may collapse something where we could have a survivor. Now, I want to brace everybody that that chance is very slim, but we haven't given up.
All right, that's your news to 6:35. Let's have a look at your sports now. We'll turn things over to Jody.